here, and this is basically our first attempt at bringing you some virtual workouts. Now, first of all, we're going to be providing these workouts in a scaled fashion. So essentially what that means is today is going to be an instructional video more than myself or Coach Dorina or Coach Christy or Karina actually working out with you. We're going to switch over to a little more of an instructional format. So what that means is it will be guiding you through the entire warm-up, and then after that we're going to basically have a short instructional period demonstrating each movement for you, and then giving you the rep ranges that we want you to work in and ideas for scaling it up or down for you at home. Because we realize during this time right now that maybe you're able to get to the park or not get to the park. Maybe you can do a Zoom, maybe you can't. But we want this to be as flexible and scalable for each of you at home as possible. And certainly if you ever have questions, like now's the time to message myself or any of our coaches, Dorina, Karina, Christy, at any time. Just ask us if you have questions about scaling any of the exercises that we do. Now today is going to be our upper body strength day. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working through our warm-up and then getting into that series. But before we do that, this month, for the month of June, we're actually asking you to focus on reducing sugar. Now, in all my years of training, I've been coaching and a fitness trainer for over 30 years now. I've come to realize the importance of reducing sugar overall in your diet. And I will admit that when I was once younger, maybe like Coach Dorina, Karina time frame, and maybe a little older, you know, I was at a point where I would work out intensely, like probably 1.5 to 2 hours a day, and I would kind of eat whatever I wanted, to be completely honest. Like I really did not watch my nutrition that great. And looking back on it, I wish I would have done more. But now, from what I've learned in the last 10 years, is the importance of reducing sugar for your overall health, not only just for weight loss, but for your metabolic health, for your cardiovascular health, soft tissue health, joint health. Like guys, it doesn't stop with just weight loss. It really is important for the health of your soft tissues throughout your body. And so this month, I would encourage you, as we always do, to be reducing that white refined sugar, any kind of processed foods. Like guys, we're continuing to try to focus on eating whole foods, healthy proteins, healthy vegetables always come first. After that, any kind of your starchier foods we can add in, especially after a workout. Now, we're going to get started shortly here with our upper body workout, and as we oftentimes do in our warm-ups, we start off with jumping jacks. So I'm going to have Coach Dorina join me. And Coach, thanks for coming in, virtual high five, all right? And so what we're going to do, Coach Dorina today is going to be basically demonstrating the movements for you. And so we're going to start off with our jumping jacks. We got 10 regular jacks. Ready? And go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. Seal jacks are next. And go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And going with our crossover fling jack for 10. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Back to our standard jacks, 10 reps, set number 2. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And seal jacks, set 2. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And set number 3 on the cross jacks. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. Last set.
Last set.
Ready, and go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Seal jacks for 10. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
crossover fling jacks. Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome job, Coach. All right, here we go. So we're going to move into our band warm-up. Now, I would just provide a reminder that on our website, we have a store for home exercise equipment. So if you need a band, you need dumbbells, you need a medicine ball, like you should be able to get them through that site. And so I would encourage you to check that out if you go to www.tfweastmetro.net and click on the store. You'll see a number of tabs, and one of them is home exercise equipment. Okay, so we're going to go through 2 to 3 sets would be the suggestion of our warm-up. Today we're going to go through 2 of them with our band warm-ups, and so we're going to put 2 movements together. The first 2 are going to be our upright row. Coach Doreen's going to demonstrate that. And then we're going to go through our vertical pull apart after that. So upright rows, we're going to take and go with 10 reps first. Coach will count out each rep as she goes through her 10 reps.
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Okay, let's go to vertical pull aparts now, holding the band above your head in the Y position and pulling down to the T. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now Doreen's going to set up for her second set of the upright rows, and I want to remind you that when you're pulling on the upright row, we want to make sure that we're getting those shoulder blades pulled back and down as you come up, so the elbows stop right about shoulder height or just below, and we'll go ahead and get 10 of these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And similarly with the vertical pull apart, we also want to be working on getting those shoulder blades back and down. So here we go, set number 2 on the pull apart.
1, 2, 3,
Awesome job.
4, 5, thanks, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Try not to choke yourself with your rubber
10.
band.
Woo!
Woo! All right, good job. Next one we're going to go with is a bent row. So we got bent rows, and of course there we want to be in a good hinge position. So we're getting the hips back, we're getting the weight to the heel of your foot, and when we pull, we're getting those shoulder blades pulled back and then down toward your hips or waistline. We've got 10 of those, and then we're going 10 chest presses. Let's go ahead and get our rows. Go ahead.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, awesome job. Next, we're going to go with our chest presses. So the band goes behind your back, and oftentimes the mistake is putting the band over the top of your arm. You want to actually have it under your arm. And notice how Dorena has her thumbs hooked into the rubber band. She's then going to press straight out. Now, as she presses out, what you should also be focused on is kind of a soft knee. And as I press through, I'm squeezing my abs in toward my spine as I press out as far as I possibly can. She's going to go ahead and grab 10 chest presses.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. And set number 2 on the bent row. Dorena's going to set up for that. Now remember, on your own, you could go 3 rounds through this warm-up if you care to as you go through the month. So this video is really kind of helping you get off to a good start, but as you go through the month, you can always add more reps on your warm-up. Let's go ahead and get set number 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10.
Excellent. And set number 2 on the chest press. Once again, a reminder with the breathing and with the abdominal activation as well. So as you press, drawing those abs inward on each rep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. Okay, next we're going to go with our horizontal pull apart. This is yet another scapular activation exercise. So we're going to start with your hands on your rubber band. Now you can hold just like Darina is now. So she's got one, thickness of the band, or you can double it up potentially. So she would grab both thicknesses of the band, if you will. And of course that's going to make it harder. So depending on where you're at with your own situation, you can choose to do what's best for you. But we do want to be able to start off right around shoulder position and then pulling back to the T position for 10. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, awesome. Next, we're going to go with a chest fly. So Darina's going to set it up again like the chest press with the thumb hooked in. Press straight out, and then we are flying back. On this one, I would encourage you to still think about squeezing your shoulder blades back as you work into that fly position. Darina, go ahead with your 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. And set number 2 on the horizontal pull apart for 10. We'll go through each of these one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great job. And the chest fly one more time, pulling those shoulder blades back and in on each rep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Excellent. All right, good. Now we've got one more set of activities for our warm-up, and this is going to be our overhead tricep. Notice how Darina just stepped over the front of the band, so you're not stepping in from behind, but you're stepping over the top of the band. She's then going to bring the band over behind her head. And one important part here is we do want to try to drop back to 90 degrees at the elbow, right here. So try to get at least to 90, and then we're extending up and through. All right, so let's go ahead and grab 10 there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome job. Next, we're going to do our bicep curl. So now we can step in from behind with both feet on this one. And essentially just a couple reminders. The bicep curl, sometimes we look at that as a pretty simple exercise, but ultimately we can get a lot more done with it if you're intentional with it. So as Darina's in her position, her feet should be about shoulder width apart. She's going to take and squeeze her shoulder blades back and down. She's going to squeeze her core and keep her abs tight. So my knees are soft, abs are tight, shoulders are tight. And now I'm going to hit those bicep curls for 10. So be real intentional and get your 10 reps.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome job. One more time through each one. So at a minimum, we want to do 2 sets of all of these band exercises to properly activate and warm up those shoulder muscles and get you ready for today's workout. But you could scale it up and do 3 sets next week or the week after if you want to add a little more work. Just stop the video, pause the video, and do your 3 rounds of each activity.
9, 10.
Awesome. And one more set of curls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. All right. So we're gonna give Coach a quick break. Boom, right here, while I just discuss our rest of our workout. So we have 3 different circuits of 2 activities, and then we're gonna finish with a little 21 gun salute for the biceps. With our upper body work today, we are gonna be doing an Arnold press and a single arm row. Now, one thing I want to explain, since this is kind of new to you at this point, is that we're gonna have a PDF template for the month for each day as to how to scale it. And what I mean by that is that we can make things harder as we go through the month by manipulating rest periods or manipulating the number of sets or the number of repetitions, okay? Now, one suggestion would be if you're brand new to our workouts or you have not been maybe as diligent with your workouts and you're kind of getting back into things, one of the things that I would suggest is that maybe instead of 4 sets today, you're doing 3. So we just do a little bit less volume of total work. And so your first progression would be to add sets then at the same rep range. So our first 2 activities, I'm gonna have Darina demonstrate. We're gonna be doing a Arnold press and we are gonna be doing a single arm row, okay? Now with your weights at home, we could be using a kettlebell, we could be using the dumbbells that we have here. If you don't have them and you have only a band, we could go with just an overhead, simply an overhead press instead of doing the Arnold press. But Coach Darina is going to go ahead and demonstrate our Arnold press here. Notice she's starting off with her dumbbells together in the middle of her chest. So they're butted together, her palms are facing her hand. When she rolls back, she's trying to squeeze her shoulder blades in her upper back and then get a nice press to the ceiling. Okay, so today we want to get 8 of those, all right? So we're just gonna go through the first 8 with you for both activities, and then you can pause your video and get 2 or 3 more sets depending on where you're at. I would encourage you to go ahead and get, you can be doing your reps right now with Darina, all right? And I would encourage you to make sure that your weights are something that you're challenging to you, okay? So if you, again, need extra weights or something like that, just be looking for them. Marketplace is another place where you might be able to find some weights once in a while as well, okay? All right, next we got our single arm row. So we just need 1 dumbbell, and notice Darina's setting herself up here. You're gonna move it like that a little bit more. So what we wanna try to do, we wanna get that spine parallel to the floor. Then she's gonna go ahead and pull and kind of tuck that elbow in toward her spine. And so as she's doing that, we're getting a nice tight squeeze in that upper quadrant of your back. And we've got 8 reps on each side. You should also be thinking about trying to get a good exhale with each repetition and drawing those abs, that belly button area, toward your spine with each rep. Okay, so now Darina's switching over to the other side. She's got that nice stabilized flat spine and getting those good rows right there. So we're going to finish up our 8 reps on this. And again, after she's done here and you're done with your next set on this side, what I would encourage you to do is stop the video. Let's go through 2 or 3 more rounds of these 2 activities, the Arnold press and the single arm row. Go ahead and pause your video now. All right. Hey guys, welcome back for our next circuit. So our next activity on the tracker, if you're following our in-person workouts, is actually chin-ups. We're doing chin-ups, but we're gonna give you option for at home of a reverse grip row. And so with dumbbells, like this is gonna look a little different. Notice how she's in that good row position again. Back is flat, but now your palms are facing forward. So this makes the work come into your biceps a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and try a couple here. So as she pulls back, she's trying to get those elbows tucked in and really get both shoulder blades locked back and down. And in this case, we're gonna be going for 10 repetitions. Now, if you have something that you can do chin-ups with, that's fantastic. Like I know some of you might have the P90X version of a pull-up bar, or you might have some other opportunity to do chin-ups at home. If that's the case, then go ahead and go for the chin-ups with assistance with the band if you need to, or if you can do them without, that's fantastic too. Now our second activity is gonna be a reverse crunch. So Coach Dorina is gonna hit the deck here. She's lying on her back, and hands stay at her side, and she's bringing her feet right over her head here. So this is one variation with your legs fairly straight. So we would grab our 15 to 20 reps on the reverse crunch, okay? Another option, if you're not as flexible in the lower back or spine, would be to start with your feet flat on the floor and tuck your knees to your nose. So it's just a little bit different version, which makes it just a little easier if you have a tight mid-back or mid to low back area where you kind of cramp up or it feels pretty uncomfortable. Then this second version would be fine. And again, we're looking for 15 to 20 repetitions, starting off with 3 sets at a minimum, working yourself up to 4 over the course of the month. So again, this particular upper body day is for every Monday for the next 4 weeks. All right, you can go ahead and stop your video here. And at this point, I want you to go ahead and complete your next 2 to 3 rounds of this circuit, and then come back and hit play. Okay, welcome back. All right, next we're gonna go with our overhead tricep extensions. And Coach Dorina is maybe gonna use both dumbbells today. And you have the option, I would say this, you have the option of using 1 or 2. If you use 2, we're gonna hold them together. So they're not apart out here, but they're inside and they're touching. And notice, just like in our warm-up, she's dropping her elbows to 90 degrees. Right here, she's keeping her spine stabilized, her abs tight, glutes locked, so that we're protecting the rest of your body as well. We've got 10 repetitions here. And again, we will provide scaling template in the beginning or in the page for the month of June, and so you can look back to that to see how to scale your repetitions up or down for yourself as well. Now our second activity is going to be hip ups. Hip ups is another lower ab exercise, and so in this case we have the arms, again, your hands are palm down at your side. Dorina's legs are going to be straight up in the air, and what she's going to do is lift the bottom of her feet pretty much straight up toward the ceiling. So she's trying to come up and kind of kick me or tap my foot right there.
Your hand?
Okay? And my hand, her foot to my hand, right? And so our reps on this one are again 10. So we've got 10 overhead triceps and we've got 10 hip ups together for 3 to 4 sets. So great job there, Dorina. And what I would suggest once again is go ahead and pause your video, complete your next 2 to 3 rounds. So if we're doing 4 total sets, you're gonna go ahead and do 3 more sets of 10 of each activity. Let's get it, Warriors. All right. Okay, our next step is our 21 gun salute. This is kind of our finisher right here. And what we're gonna do is hit this finisher in a couple stretches, and this will be it for your workout today. So for our next one on the 21 gun salute, we actually are gonna start by doing the top half of your bicep curl. So Dorina's bringing it all the way up to the top. She's gonna come halfway down and bring it back up, keeping that body stabilized, shoulder blades tight, abs tucked in. Everything's locked in, so we got a nice solid pull position. She's gonna go ahead and grab her first 7 reps there. After her first 7 reps, she's gonna take and start from the bottom, and then she's gonna work up to the middle. So now we're going from the bottom to the 90-degree position at the elbow right here, okay? And we've got 7 repetitions here. Again, working on a good exhale with each rep. Work on being intentional with those abs and locking them in as tight as you can every repetition as you go, all right? Then our last set of 7 is all the way through the full range of motion, all the way up and down. By now, you should be starting to feel some work and a little bit of burn in those biceps, okay? Doing fantastic. And we get through all 7 reps here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna set your dumbbells down. You're gonna give yourself about 30 to 45 seconds, and then you're gonna hit a second set. So you wanna give yourself just a little bit of rest here, and there's no additional movements with this particular section of the workout. So we would just set your weights down, and you're gonna rest at this point for 30 to 45 seconds. Come back and do 2 to 3 more rounds of that particular arm finisher, all right? All right, guys, so hey, hopefully today has gotten you through a great upper body workout, and I hope you're enjoying this new format. We're gonna close today with just a couple of stretches. So we're gonna do a quick W stretch over the top. So Adriana's got her hands together. She's gonna open into a W, rolling her palms out and squeezing those shoulder blades back and down, getting a good stretch into the front of the shoulder, getting into those deltoids, your pecs, your traps, a little bit with this stretch, and relax out. Then we're gonna go with a little trap stretch with hands behind your back. If she's grabbing onto her left hand, she's gonna pull down on the left arm and side bend right and hold. And once again, in general, your stretches, you're gonna wanna hold between 10 and up to 30 seconds. Anywhere in there is fine, but as a cool down, like 10 to 20 seconds is sufficient. Let's go ahead and switch arms. There we go. So we're pulling down on the right arm and side bending left. Awesome job. And let's relax out of that one. Let's grab one more. We're gonna do an overhead tricep stretch real quick. So Adriana's bringing her right hand up and behind her head. She's gonna grab onto that elbow. She's pushing down on her forearm with her thumb just a little bit on that stretch as well. And we're holding here again for somewhere between 10 and 30 seconds. And let's go ahead and demonstrate the other side real quick. Awesome job. So as we're finishing this stretch up right here, I just want to let you guys know that, hey, we're super excited that you're working with us on these virtual workouts. Great job, Coach. Boom. And we appreciate each and every one of you. We want to keep you engaged, and we want you to know that if you have questions, guys, we're here for you. So we're providing this content for you as an option if you can't do the Zoom workout live with us, or if you can't be at a park workout right now, or in the future, like if we are maybe eventually open with our dojo, hopefully here soon. If you can't do those things, we want you to be able to participate in these workouts, and we're hoping to keep this kind of thing going from here on out. Whether we're open as a dojo facility or not, we want to provide this virtual option for you guys. So hopefully this has worked well for you. Guys, we'll see you on our workout for Tuesday, which will be a hurricane. Have a good day.
Good job, guys.